Tottenham Hotspur may have lost 4-3 to Liverpool in an absolute thriller of a Premier League game that, truth be told, pretty much leaves their Champions League hopes for next season hanging by a thread. But there was one man who shone more brightly than the rest, and it will come as no surprise to you that that one man is Harry Kane. Now, Harry Kane ended up actually equaling a rather special record in this particular match because he's now the joint second highest goal scorer in the history of the Premier League, and the man that he's equal to that record, well, it's someone whose record he ended up breaking very recently in Wayne Rooney. Of course, the record that Kane had broken of Rooney's was for the all-time goal scorer for the England national team, but now he's level with Wayne Rooney as far as Premier League goals scored as well. In fact, if you look at the numbers, now Harry Kane is at joint second, and truth be told is actually second because he's still in the active phases of his career. In fact, if you look at the top five, you have Alan Shearer, you have Harry Kane, you have Wayne Rooney, you have Andy Cole and Sergio Aguero. Every one of them except Kane is actually retired, and the only mark that really matters in this particular case is that of Alan Shearer, who of course has held the record for the most number of Premier League goals with 260 for, well, quite some time now. And Kane now has long since made no bones of the fact that he in fact wants this particular record. He wants to actually get to this record of Shearer's, and Shearer has long actually backed him for getting to that record. The major question though is that will Kane actually be able to do it, because there's a few factors working against him, and trust me when I say none of them have to do with his ability or a sudden decline. No. We know for a fact that he aims to pip Shearer's deal. He's spoken about it. Shearer has in fact backed him to do so. But right now he's only got a year left on the Premier League deal that he's signed with Tottenham Hotspur. Remember, he signed that 6-year deal in the 2018 season, and the 2023-24 season will be the last year of that deal. And the real question you have to ask is, will he be able to stay in the Premier League? Because truth be told, there's only a handful of clubs who could potentially afford him if he's wanting to stay in England. The one club which a lot of people would say he's destined to join, probably Manchester United. There have been overtures made, and there's plenty of reports suggesting that Erik ten Hag sees Kane as the ideal centre forward for his side. Well, United would be one side who could afford him. City would be another, but considering they already have Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez, it seems unlikely they're going for Kane anymore. Another club who could potentially afford him would be Chelsea or maybe even Arsenal, but considering the fact that, well, both clubs are rival sides really to Kane's Spurs, would he want to be making that move? So there's very much a possibility that he could actually move on from the Premier League come the end of this deal, or maybe even this summer if Spurs are desperate enough to cash in on him and ensure that they get back some money, or rather than risk losing him on a free come the summer of 2024. So as far as Harry Kane is concerned, it's a bit of a conundrum because he's very, very close to actually breaking that haul of goals. In fact, he's 53 goals away from becoming the man with the most Premier League goals, but he may not be in the Premier League for too much longer, and it's easy to understand why. He's never won a trophy at Spurs, he's never won a trophy at the international level, and considering the kind of record numbers that he has been putting up for ages, you'd think that his kind of form merits a few pieces of silverware in that cabinet, and he's made no desire or no secret of his desire to actually be winning more trophies. Whether that's in England or elsewhere, that remains to be seen, but could very well see a situation where Kane, instead of actually being able to break Shearer's record, may have to leave England to actually get his hand on some silverware. It's an interesting conundrum, and one that we'll have an answer to maybe come the end of this particular season. Till then though, it remains to be seen how exactly things unfold. But what do you guys think? Do you think Kane should stick on in the Premier League, look to break that record and win a few trophies, or maybe move abroad to further boost his career? You can let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, leave us a comment, follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and don't forget to download the SportsTak app as well. Plus, if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos that we may have done. For now, from my side, goodbye.